So we're down here in Newport Beach. It is absolutely crazy, obviously, because it is really 74 degrees. Perfect day to be at the beach, right? So obviously, because that's happening, there's just people all over the place. Can't find parking, but we're heading to a new spot, and hopefully we'll find some spotties, parking, and by the looks of things, some good-looking babes. Right. Not that that's my first priority or anything. Spotties before babes. I gotta turn right there. So we're here. We made it. Unloading the car. Today's gear of choice. We've got our Toronto 200s, Crucial Swim Bait Rod MH. And, hang on one second. Number 2, the best harbor rod, in my opinion, on the planet. We've got a Shimano Chronarch, and we've got it on a Kumara 7.2 MH. Perfect for working those, small swim baits, little jigs, and the pilings. Get those big spotties out of there. So we're going to work our way down to the beach and see what happens. Right on. We are on the board. Newport Harbor Spotty. Numero uno. Jared already got stung by a jellyfish, and this spotty felt the sting of a hook. What is this? Right on.
There he goes. Off to fight another day.
So we're in here in Newport Harbor. This is actually our first time down here fishing in this style, but in a lot of ways, it's very similar to Alamitos Bay, or even in some ways Redondo Harbor. We're targeting isolated pilings, isolated structure. It's a low tide, so the fish aren't really in these inner pilings yet, but I suppose that on the higher tide they're going to move up in there. We got the spot from some fellow Bloody Deckers, Sam Gann, great guy. He let us know about the spot, so did Justin Reynolds. Which is great because we came down here and it was just so busy. Never would have found it's a big harbor. So just putting some casts right down these lanes here. Letting it sink out. Starting a slow retrieve, it's fish, spotties pouring out with structure, which is usually near the bottom. Unlike calico bass, which are really going to push bait on the surface and will get a very fast retrieve, but spotted bay bass are more kind of bottom dwellers in a sense. They'll suspend over structure, but they're not going to be coming up top as much. So we've got a little 3-inch swim bait on it. There's some muck in the water. Christmas tree. We got a sunny day, so a little brighter, more translucent color. We're putting it right back in there. Letting it sink out. You'll get bit a lot of the sink, especially as that bait settles out down in the water column. Lots I just hear dunk, dunk. That's a fish. That's a little spotted bay bass, halibut, or calico or sand bass sitting on your bait. So we're going to keep working down the shoreline, targeting these pilings, this isolated structure, and hopefully pick some more fish. We've got 3 on the board, and we've been fishing for less than 15 minutes. Jared had literally 3 casts. We had 3 spotted bay bass, which is kind of a change of pace from up north where we're seeing mostly calicos and sand bass. So we'll check in with you in a bit. Note to self: waders are an asset. Is that a fish?
I hope so.
Oh, Jerry. Oh, no. What happened?
Fish. Try this one again. Around the edge of that dock.
Perfect position right there. No fish? Structure, whether hard or soft, hard being something like this little storm drain or a piling of some sort, and soft being any eel grass or assorted sea muck, is basically a haven for any sort of saltwater bass, sand bass, calico bass, and today's target, spotted bay bass. So we're spending a lot of time targeting this little storm drain here because if it continues out there, it could definitely mean spotted bay bass hanging on the outsides of it. What happened, Jared? A lizard fish?
Look at him. He's just hanging out.
Just chilling? Oh, yeah.
It has to be a lizard fish.
Get a lizard fish, a little goby or something. So Jared's just putting a cast right down this drain right here, a little to the outside of it, and kind of hopping it along there. Like I said earlier, fish associate with structure. 95% of the fish in the ocean are found in, like, literally 1% of the water if you look at the total, just the ocean itself. You just go out to any place in this harbor, just some random flat, sandy flat, you will find some fish, lizard fish, sometimes halibut or just some sort of kind of sandy bottom feeders. But when you're looking for bass, you really want to look at areas where there's visible structure or where you know there's structure in the general area. And that's where you're going to find the vast majority of the game fish that you're targeting. Oh, Jared's not a cutie. Man, that's like the smallest fish you've ever caught out of Redondo right there.
He just sat on it.
Just sat on it.
Come on, buddy.
Oh, no, get him in the water, get him in the water. We take very good care of our bass.
There you go.
Good job, Jared. What makes it? So I got 3, you got 2, that makes 5. We're only about 25 minutes in. A fish a minute? We can deal with that, right?
Yeah.
Just working along the stretch right here. Fish every 5 minutes. Actually, when we do get them, they're pretty close together. We'll get them to a little pod. We had 3 right off the bat. And then I had 1, and then another, and then Jared got 1. So, there we go. Tide's coming in. We're focusing on some of these inner pilings. Fish are all tide-oriented. You're going to see more fish on a changing tide. They feed, they're more active. Basically, when there's slack water, the fish have to move to find their food, but when there's current tidal movement, the food gets brought to them. They can just pretty much perch behind one of these pilings, and there's actually a surprising amount of current. Especially, even in the day, you might not see it, but it's there. So they'll just kind of perch behind these pilings and wait for the food to come to them, be it marine worms, small fish, smelt, gobies, stuff like that, or and then they'll take fish off, or take crabs, mussels, shellfish off the pilings as well. So we're kind of targeting those pilings, hoping the fish are kind of trying to stack up on there. Right on. Get him, Jared. Nice bass. Nice, there he is. Nice job. The nicest fish we've got today. Solid legal fish.
Come on, buddy. He's barely hooked.
Barely hooked.
Hold him over the water.
That way, if he comes off, he's not going to plop on the sand, Take excellent care of our bass. Nice job, Jerry.
Away he goes.
Right into the pile. Nice.
7 over there.
Spotty cat.
Nice little spotty. Just wading around. Here he goes for the release.